Đông Hà Combat Base is a former U.S. Marine Corps and U.S.Army base northwest of Quảng Trị in central Vietnam. History: the base was in Đông Hà, 13 kilometers northwest of Quảng Trị on Highway 9 near the intersection with Highway 1 and only approximately 10 kilometers south of the Vietnamese demilitarized zone. The base was first used by the 3rd Battalion, 4th Marines in late April 1966. 2nd Battalion, 4th Marines was deployed by air to the base on the 29th of May in Operation Reno to support Army of the Republic of Vietnam forces in sweeps around Đông Hà. During this period, the U.S. Air Force installed a combat skyspot radar system at the airfield. 6 USAF radar technicians were killed in an ambush on the 5th of June 6 kilometers south of the base. The Marines departed Đông Hà on the 8th of June. On the 22nd of June, the Marines Task Force Charlie, comprising 2 force reconnaissance companies from 2nd Battalion, 1st Marines and 3/4 Marines and Battery H 3rd Battalion, 12th Marines deployed to Đông Hà and Cam Lo. In mid-July, Đông Hà was used by the Marines as a helicopter base and logistics area in support of Operation Hastings, and Marine Aircraft Group 16 established a forward base here at this time. Following the completion of Operation Hastings on the 3rd of August, the Marines kept a force at Đông Hà comprising 2/4 Marines, elements of the 3rd Engineer Battalion, Marine Logistics Troops, MAG 16 and the Army's 220th Assault Helicopter Company, and these forces were immediately used to launch Operation Prairie. On the 10th of October, the 3rd Marine Division established a forward headquarters at Đông Hà to counter an expected People's Army of Vietnam attack through the DMZ. Đông Hà became an increasingly important forward base supporting USMC operations along the DMZ, and its airfield was lengthened to accommodate C-130 transports. In addition, a LCU-YFU offloading facility operated by the Naval Support Activity Detachment, Đông Hà, was developed to receive supplies ferried from the Viet base. On the 12th of April 1967, the 9th Marines moved the headquarters to Đông Hà. On the night of 27/8 April, the base was hit by more than 50 PAV and 140 mm rockets. On the early morning of the 18th of May, more than 150,000 140 mm rockets hit the base, killing 11 Marines and wounding 91. In mid-May, 3/4 Marines was landed by air at Đông Hà to participate in Operation Hickory. Đông Hà was intended to form a supporting base for the McNamara Line and supported USMC forces engaged at Con Thien. On the 26th of August, the base was hit by 150 PAVN artillery and rockets in 3 separate attacks, destroying 2 helicopters and damaging 24 others. On the 3rd of September, PAVN rockets hit the ammunition dump and fuel storage facility, causing a huge explosion that damaged 17 helicopters of HMM 361 and wounded 77 Marines. Marine aviation units based at Đông Hà during this period included Marine Aircraft Group 16 forward, HMM 163 detachments, HMM 164 detachments, HMM 263 detachments, HMM 265 detachments, HMM 361 detachments, HMM 363 detachments, VMO2 detachments. The 3rd of September 1967 attack convinced the Marines that Đông Hà was too vulnerable to PAVN artillery and rocket attack to continue to be used as a helicopter facility, and the Marines moved the units back to Phu Bai and Marble Mountain, while the logistics base was moved to the new Quảng Trị Combat Base. Army units based at Thong Ha during this period included Battery F, 26th Artillery, Battery G, 29th Artillery, 1st Battalion, 44th Artillery, Battery G, 65th Artillery, 2nd Battalion, 94th Artillery. On the 15th of January, the 3rd Marine Division moved its headquarters from Phu Bai to Thong Ha. On the 26th of February, the base hit by more than 400 PAVN artillery and mortar rounds, resulting in 1 Marine killed and several wounded. 2 Army observation aircraft were destroyed, as well as ammunition and diesel storage facilities. On the 29th of April, the PAVN 320th Division attacked and Bin, north of Thong Ha. This drew 2 battalions of the ARVN 2nd Regiment into a running battle, and the 1st Battalion 9th Marines was sent in to support the ARVN, resulting in a 7-hour-long battle that left 11 Marines, 17 ARVN and over 150 NVA dead. The following day, the 3rd Battalion 9th Marines arrived to support the Marine ARVN force and was ambushed north of Cam Vu. 20 Marines and 41 NVA were killed. Also on the 30th of April, a PAVN unit opened fire on a U.S. Navy clear-water patrol from entrenched positions near Dai Du, 2.5 kilometers northeast of Thong Ha. It was later discovered that 4 PAVN battalions, including the 48th and 56th from the 320th, had established themselves at Dai Du. The battle at Dai Du lasted until the 3rd of May and resulted in 81 Marines and over 600 PAVN killed. The PAVN engaged U.S. and ARVN forces elsewhere around Thong Ha from 4 to 6 April. On the evening of the 6th of April, the 2nd Brigade 1st Cavalry Division was deployed into Tru Kin, and on the 9th of April was ambushed by a PAVN force, resulting in 16 U.S. dead for the loss of 80 PAVN. On the 10th of April, a night attack north of Nha Ha was broken up by artillery and naval support. 159 NVA were killed. After this, the 320th had broken into small groups and was moving back towards the DMZ. From 9 to 17 May, the 2nd Brigade reported killing 349 PAVN for the loss of 28 killed. While it seemed that the 320th had abandoned their attempts to take Thong Ha, this was just a temporary lull. On the 22nd of May, a unit from the 320th ran into a company from 3rd Battalion 3rd Marines between Con Thien and Gio Lin and was caught in the open by Marine artillery and air support. East of Con Thien, the 1st Battalion 4th Marines encountered another PAVN unit, setting off a 2-day battle as the PAVN tried to escape back through the DMZ, resulting in 23 Marines and 225 NVA killed. On the 25th of May, in actions at Dai Du and Nha Ha, 350 PAVN were killed. In 2 actions at Tru Kin on the 26th of May, over 56 PAVN were killed for the loss of 10 Marines, while the ARVN killed 110 NVA north of Tonghua. On the 27th of April, the Marines killed 28 PAVN, and by the 30th of May, the 320th was attempting to escape through the Marine and ARVN cordon. Total PAVN losses in the 2nd Battle of Thong Ha were over 1,000 killed. On the 14th of May, PAVN artillery destroyed 150 tons of munitions in the base's ammunition dump. On the 20th of June, the base's ammunition dump was destroyed by PAVN artillery fire, closing the entire logistics facility for 6 days. In August, another artillery attack killed 2 Marines and wounded 3 others and destroyed 6 vehicles. On the 30th of October, 48 artillery rounds hit the base, killing 1 Marine. Army units based at Thong Ha in this period included 1st Battalion, 11th Infantry. In September 1969, as part of Operation Keystone Cardinal, the 3rd Marine Division began its withdrawal from Vietnam, and by early October the Marines had handed over control of the tactical area of operations to the 1st Brigade, 5th Infantry Division and the ARVN 1st Division. In 1970, the Marines' 5th 175 mm gun battery kept its command post at Thong Ha under the operational control of the 108th Artillery Group with its 175 mm guns at Camp Carroll and 8 inches guns at FSBA-2. A small number of Marines remained at Thong Ha as part of the ANGLICO units supporting the ARVN 1st Division. Units based at Thong Ha in this period included 3rd Battalion, 1st Infantry, 4th Battalion, 3rd Infantry, 6th Battalion, 33rd Artillery, 2nd Battalion, 94th Artillery. By January 1972, the ARVN 3rd Division had assumed responsibility for the defensive Thong Ha and the area north of Highway 9. At the start of the Easter Offensive on 30 March 1972, the 25th Marine Brigade was deployed to Thong Ha to support the 3rd Division. By 1 April, the PAVN had broken through the ARVN defensive positions along the DMZ and north of the Cam Lo River and fragmented ARVN units, and terrified civilians began withdrawing to Thong Ha. By 11 o'clock on 2 April, the ARVN 20th Tank Battalion moved forward to Thong Ha to support the 3rd Marine Battalion and 25th Marine Brigade in and around the town and defend the crucial road and rail bridges across the Cua Viet River. Marine ANGLICO units called in naval gunfire to hit PAVN forces near the bridges on the north bank of the river and destroyed 4 PT-76 amphibious tanks east of Thong Ha. More tanks were hit by a Vietnam Air Force A-1 Skyrider before it was shot down. At midday, PAVN tanks attempted to force the road bridge, but 6 tanks were destroyed by fire from the ARVN 20th tanks M48s. At approximately 1 p.m., Captain John Ripley, an advisor to the Vietnamese Marines, swung under the road bridge and spent 3 hours installing demolition charges to destroy the bridge. The bridge was blown up at 16:30 and the damaged railway bridge was destroyed around the same time, temporarily halting the PAVN advance. Naval gunfire and a B-52 strike were soon directed at PAVN forces gathered on the northern bank. At 1800, a USAF EB-66 was shot down west of Thong Ha and a no-fire zone was imposed around the area, allowing the PAVN to capture the Cam Lo Bridge intact. Over the next 2 weeks, PAVN forces kept up a barrage of artillery, mortar and small arms fire on the ARVN positions and infiltrated small units across the river in boats. On 7 April, the Marines withdrew from Thong Ha, leaving the defense to the 1st ARVN Armored Brigade, 20th Tank Battalion, the 4th and 5th Ranger Groups and the 57th Regiment. On 18 April, the PAVN 308th Division, attacking from the southwest, attempted to outflank Thong Ha but were repulsed. On 28 April, the commander of the 20th Tank Battalion withdrew from Thong Ha to deal with the PAVN force threatening the IT Combat Base. Seeing the tanks leaving, the soldiers of the 57th Regiment panicked and abandoned the positions, leading to the collapse of the ARVN defensive line. In late October, the ARVN began attacks north of Quam Tri to try to regain positions along the south bank of the Cua Viet River. The attacks were met with a stiff PAVN response and were stopped at the Thach Han River. A further attack from the coast by the Vietnamese Marines in November made limited gains, as the ongoing peace negotiations would soon lead to a ceasefire. The South Vietnamese Joint General Staff sought the most advantageous battlefield positions possible and so ordered a further effort to regain the south bank of the Cua Viet River. In mid-January 1973, an attack by the Marines succeeded in recapturing the Cua Viet base but was stopped some 5 kilometers east of Đông Hà. On the 27th of January, in accordance with the provisions of the Paris Peace Accords, a ceasefire in place took effect across South Vietnam. Current use. The base has been turned over to housing and shops and a large ceremonial square.